So I took care of myself 38 weeks into my pregnancy. I was healthy. I was walking. I was so many precautions I took because there was COVID everywhere, right? So I would not go in crowded places. I used to avoid that, take care of myself so much because it was a high risk. And doctor always used to tell me, you're a high risk, you're an IVF, so you have to be extra careful. I'm like, yeah, okay, I did that. When I was 38 weeks pregnant, someone in my family, I don't want to go in detail, got COVID. And my husband took them to the ER.
Okay.
And I told my husband, please don't do that. I begged him, and whatever happened. He went and he came home. The next day I got COVID.
Oh, my dear Lord.
I got COVID and my BP shot up. And we went to the doctor and he said, you're not going back home. We have to induce you because you're a high risk and you might get stroke with the number of my BP. And she said, you cannot have the baby inside you anymore. So they induced me, and my delivery was traumatic. I was passing out. My blood vessels popped here, but I don't know what the nurses and the staff did not call the doctor, telling that I'm ready. I was dilated completely. My epidural wear off twice, and they did not call the doctor. They just wanted me to push. I was drained. I had COVID during that time, and I was completed. My BP was shooting up, and the moment they told me that if you opt for C-section, your baby's going to die.
Who told you that?
That nurse.
The nurse told
you that they were helping me with the delivery. She told me that, and then
because your blood pressure was so high, or
no, just cesarean has a risk.
Okay.
She's telling me that, and during that time, I'm an educated lady. If you tell me right now that C-section is going to hurt you, I'm like, are you stupid? I'll tell you that.
I've never heard that before.
But on that table, I was just thinking about my baby. That I don't want her to die. Right? And she told me that, and like I started, pushing myself. I asked for the doctor, and like, yeah, she's coming. She did not come. My epidural. They came in the second time, gave me epidural again.
And epidural itself is a, process.
Yeah.
You get on
the spine,
injection in your spine.
They did not call, and then I put my foot down and I told my husband, I'm going to die. If you don't call the doctor right now for the C-section, I'm going to die. And I stopped everything. I shouted on the top of my voice, and then they called the doctor. And I asked the doctor, where were you? I've been asking for you so long. Why didn't you come? And is my baby going to die if I do the C-section? He said, no, it's not going to happen. No. And she said, nobody called me. I did not get a call at all. I just got a call 10 minutes ago and I'm here. And then she told me to take an action against those people. That is a completely different story. I don't know why that happened to me, but it happened to me. So they took me to the C-section, and then my second epidural wore off again. I did not know that my epidural wore off. She made the cut on my stomach, and I could feel it. And I was shaking and shivering, and they just put the anesthesia, and they completely knocked me out. During this, they don't do that during a C-section. You have to be awake during the C-section, but they did put anesthesia in me. But that was also taking time to kick in. So when Alia came in, I heard her crying. And then I was so happy, and I was smiling. And my husband was like, "You were smiling at that moment, I could feel the cut, and I was smiling because I heard her cry."
Mm-hmm.
And then I passed out completely passed out. And then I woke up, and they told me that my daughter is in NICU. But I did not know what happened. It was after a few days that my husband told me that when she cried and came out, she stopped breathing. And I was here knocked out, and my daughter was not breathing. My husband was about to pass out. It was horrible, but she was a fighter. She's so resilient. She made it.
So how long was she in the NICU for?
2 days.
2 days.
2 days. And then when I was in my room, when I woke up, I wanted to see her, but my blood pressure was 190, 180, and they weren't letting me get up. So I couldn't see her. They did not let me see her. So
but you were told that she's fine wherever she is. She's in the NICU, and we're taking care of her.
Yes,
so you just waited.
My husband FaceTimed me from there. I saw her, but I could not, I didn't help her. So the next day, I wanted to go. see her in the NICU, and they said me, no, you cannot get up from the bed because we have to put you on magnesium drip because the blood pressure is so high. So I couldn't see her the next day. I was crying. I was in such a bad place. And then I told her, I was literally begging people to take me there. And I just go, you are going on your own risk. I'm like, yeah, I'm going on my own risk. I went there. I wanted to breastfeed her.
Yeah.
I really wanted to do that. I did not want her to take formula, but she's been taking formula, right?
Yeah.
She's away from me.
Yeah.
And then I went there. I breastfed her there the first time. And my husband has that video. Still, we watch it. And I burst into tears every time I watch it.
Yeah.
And
so was she able to latch quickly? Because she hadn't, because it's a different, if the baby is having formula or any other form outside of breastfeeding, then they're used to just getting the milk, they don't have to sub for it. But to latch it's difficult.
She did latch.
That's awesome.
She did latch, yeah. I had a lady there at the hospital. She helped me a lot for the breastfeeding and the latching. She helped me so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they have consultants at the hospital who can help you, and especially in the initial days for latching.
She helped me. So I was in the hospital for 10 days because my blood pressure wouldn't come down. And then it was a different story. And we had some action against the hospital and everything that happened. But we came home. Blood pressure was there for 2-3 weeks and it got better. Everything got better. And the main reason, so I thought the moment I have the baby, 6 weeks, I'm going to rest because of the C-section and then I'm going to go work out. That was the plan.
Yeah.
Right? So I did not have help. I was hoping I'll get help, but I did not get help. Nobody came, I did not have help. I was...
so you did all this by yourself, the whole recovery?
Yeah, I did not have help. And my husband has to go to work at some point of time, right? And I did not have help at all. My mom is with me. She stays with me, but my mom she cannot see or hear.
Okay.
So there's so much that she can do, but I have to take care of her too. So I did not have, and that was the one thing that got me into postpartum depression, because I was, people, the society that was taunting you for not having a baby. Now that I had the baby, I did not have the help. So that got me into postpartum depression. And then still I managed to start workout. I did start working out. I had the slip disc because I wasn't recovered properly. So I got a slip disc and I did not have the time to go to the doctor and get that treated because I had to be my daughter the whole time. So that's when I started gaining weight.
Oh, okay.
So during the at the stay at my hospital, I lost all my pregnancy weight. I was back to 140 within the 10 days, from 180 to 140 at the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
But then because of all this, I gained my weight and I kept gaining. And then I started again the workout, and then I fractured my leg during the workout. So it wasn't planning out at all. And then waited for that to heal. And then I started working out at home because I couldn't go out with the baby. So I used to, whenever she used to go to sleep, I used to give it to my mom so she can sit and hold her. And I have some cardio equipment at home and I used to do that. Started my diet, get back to it. But I still did not go to the gym because she's going to school right now. But the main thing that I want to do is just go to the gym. The people that have the help, I would always tell them, just go to the gym. That is really important. If you are not feeling well, if you feel depressed, you're not going to help your baby. You're not happy.
Absolutely not.
The baby's not gonna be, you're not gonna be 100%. It's not that you're gonna hurt the baby. You're not gonna take care of the baby. You are doing the basics, but you're not happy. You've got to be happy to keep your family happy. So now I've gotten into the habit of working out at least 30 minutes or 20 minutes or wherever I can. I do. And there's one thing about diet. I cannot diet until and unless I start working out. Okay. That's one thing that's with me. I have a sweet tooth. I would eat desserts all day long. I wouldn't eat food. I'll eat desserts. But so now I'm gonna work out, and I'm still in the process. I'm not there yet, but I'm gonna get there slowly. But I'm gonna get there.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I would say my judgment of you, which I'm not sure if it's very accurate, but after I remember seeing you just right before your weight loss, the last time I saw you before this transformation. And you told me, I'm going to start working out and I'm going to be better. And I looked at you and I'm like, I felt some kind of resonance with that. I felt that there was some deep level of like knowing that I will do it. There was some deep level of confidence in
I don't
there.
know if you remember that conversation when you told me that we were talking. My husband was also standing there, and you were telling me that I'm going to the gym 3 times a day,
Yeah.
and I started crying there.
Yeah, I saw like a teary eyes, and I looked at her, and I always would think about the fact that she is professionally a trainer.
Yeah,
That's her profession.
yeah,
So I'm sure she's also missing work.
yeah.
She feels like I'm missing work, and she knows how to do it. She knows she can do it. She's done it before. It's just a matter of doing it, and how to get there. You know,
Yeah.
how to make the decision and make everything else work around it. Obviously, when you're gone, you have to give your kid to somebody. You have to manage everything else at home before you get to the gym or
Yeah.
get to exercising. So I know you had a lot to figure out ahead of you, but
Yeah.
your eyes told me, no, you will make it happen, because you were at such a low point
Yes,
that you were like, you know, I'm just going to make it happen. This is not me. Like, you could, like, as a third party, I could see in your face that you felt not in your body. Like, this was
No.
not what you felt
Yeah.
comfortable in, and this was not you at all.
Yeah.
And so, and look at her now.
So even when I had my clients, they all used to reach out to me that when are you going to start training? When are you going to start training? And I was so ashamed of myself. I don't know why. I was too hard on myself. I did not think the struggles that I went through, the journey that I had was not normal. So I'm not going to look normal, right? I was too hard on myself. I forgot how traumatic the delivery was, how traumatic the IVF was. I did not give myself a break.
Mhm.
I started without the recovery. I got a slip disc. I started again. I got a fracture. So, but now that I think about it, you have to give yourself a break. Any mom, normal or traumatic, I don't care. But if you think your body is not ready, rest.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Celebrate yourself, celebrate your wins, and give credit to the fact that you've been through so much, and that's why you look a certain way, and appreciate yourself. And that's definitely one of my biggest learning of my life as well, is that I just want to pause every now and then and just appreciate. And I look back to appreciate myself, not to look back to, you know, look at all the negative things of my life, but I look back to see, oh, I've come this far, and I'm so glad and, you know, grateful for that. And I thank my body all the time, because I think my body just has done, you know, best to me. It's giving me my two beautiful children, and I feel good in my body. So that's one thing. And then while we're talking about this, I'm going to provide her business contact information as well in the description, because she herself is a trainer. So if anybody wanted to consult her, I'm sure if she doesn't have the time or the capacity at that point, then she can point you in the right direction, and you know, let you know whoever might be another person that you could grab help from, or, you know, just what to do at that point. So I'll be including that as well.
All right. Okay.
Anything else you want to share as closing thoughts about your whole journey, and how you look back at it?
So, I would just like to tell the women who are trying to get pregnant and dealing with unexplained or any reason of infertility, you shouldn't be so hard on yourself. You really need to stop thinking about what people say, and it puts you down. It makes you isolated. You don't hang out with your friends anymore. You lose touch with the society. You're just sitting at home alone crying. But it doesn't have to be like that. I feel that every person who has gone through IVF should come forward and talk about it. There's nothing to be ashamed of. I don't know why people think that you have to hide the fact that you have survived something so.
Exactly. I mean, I would say
you are a warrior. You had the strength to go through that.
Yeah,
Not
you
all
have
people.
you have the strength to go through that. It's almost like a point of appreciation. Like, in fact, people should look at you like, what a warrior she is, that she's going through all of this, you know, with such grace.
Yeah, and
So
every IVF is not the same. It's not the same. It doesn't have to be so bad like I had. I have seen my friends like going through IVF like that. They have injections in the morning and they're dancing in the afternoon, and it's so easy for some people. It is easy. It's not hard for everybody. You don't have to take 90 injections. Maybe it was my thing. It was my body. Everybody is different. So getting into IVF, thinking about getting into IVF it's such a shows how strong mentally you are, and you should always think about taking care of yourself mentally first more than physically. That is really important because that takes a toll on your body, and you have to be supportive of people around you. You know, when you see a girl who doesn't have a baby, just think before telling anything to her. You know, be a little sensitive. People are not going to be sensitive all the time, but you have to be stronger in your mind that you don't get it to you, don't let it get to you, you know. So that's where I help people. Like, so many people have reached out and they are so thankful, and I am so thankful to help them. I feel so happy that I talk to them. I'm there for them. It's like I'm a doctor on call for them, talking to do
Absolutely.
day and night. It's like, what do we do? Does this happen to you? Well, of course it happened to me.
Yeah.
You are not, you know, it's not you. It happens to everybody. So I really feel I had someone to talk to, because, you know, I just feel that girls being, you know, you should be nicer to people who can't conceive or are struggling.
Absolutely. At least the women should be nicer to women, you know, other women who are going through this at the least.
And work out. That is I've had a history of depression, but the postpartum depression was completely, it's completely different to the normal kind of depression that I had. I had bad anxiety, I had panic attacks, I faced everything even before. But this postpartum depression is not a joke. You cannot deal with this without therapy, without your doctor. You cannot deal with it. You need it. So I had depression for more than 10 years, but I've never needed therapy at all, ever. It's just, I take pills, I get better. Okay, I work out, I get better. But this time I couldn't. The pills weren't helping with the postpartum depression. That's the first time I talked to a therapist. My husband always used to tell me, talk to a therapist. I'm not going to talk to her. I don't want to relive my, you know, trauma.
That's primarily why a lot of people now, that even though there is not a lot of stigma around it, it's not a big taboo. People are not going to therapy, not because you know, they think of whatever way, you know, one type of way about it, but they don't go to therapy because they think that, okay, they're gonna first of all, how the insurance is going to work out, that is the cost of it, and then will I find the right therapist right away, and then will I have to keep working to fix myself and working more to fix myself? Like it's like I have to work harder to fix myself. Is that really worth my time and my effort? But sometimes when you get to such a low point, you make a decision and you follow through it. And so that's why I would say that you know, your journey was I mean, it is such a big eye-opener for myself, even though I haven't been through any process of IVF, but I've been to some level of postpartum depression. And when I went to the doctors about it, they never agreed that I had depression, because apparently there's a scale that I never fit. So the doctor literally told me, this is just life, you know, a lot is happening with you, I understand. And so I can't really suggest you any medicines. And I was the one mentioning therapy. She's like, yeah, you can try therapy. I'm like, lady. But I'm so glad that the doctors never agreed, because I tried a couple of doctors to say, okay, I don't think this lady's telling me the right thing. That the next
nobody
doctor
agreed. Really?
Nobody agreed that I had any postpartum depression per se. They said that it could be fixed outside of medicine. I should exercise and just live a healthier lifestyle.
Yeah, that helps. I'm telling you, exercise helps with everything.
That's why I went back, or not back, but I went to swimming. You know, when it comes to exercising, I hate any type of car. Like, I don't want to get on a treadmill and, you know, run on treadmill, and I don't enjoy weight training as well. So I'm the worst person when it comes. Like, if you're going to tell me go to the gym, I'm not going. But what clicked for me was the swimming part of it, because I'd always swam with my dad, you know, in childhood, as a fun activity. Over the weekends we would go. He was a phenomenal swimmer, and he wanted me to learn, so I would go along with him. But but I knew swimming, like basic swimming, because of him.
Swimming is a perfect workout. You know?
And then I was like, oh, I could actually swim, and my gym has a heated pool, and you know, luckily we're in Texas, they have indoor pools here. So I started, you know, going to and I realized, oh, by the way, my biggest learning when it comes to exercising is that even 10 minutes a day is a game changer. So I used to swim literally. It used to take me more time to go to the gym, get in a swimming costume, start swimming. But I would just swim for 10 minutes. That's it. And then I would get into my work clothes, go straight to work from there. And I remember telling my husband, like, I do this 2 hour of ordeal. I wake up 2 hours earlier, go to the gym, pack my bag, whatnot, just to swim for 10 minutes. But how it helped me was so good. So it really helped me out. And I did it for a year, and then for some reason I had to stop. But that took care of it all.
Yeah. Even if you're not, able to go to the gym, or for some reason you can't reach, just walk, walk.
Absolutely. You don't have to have expensive gym memberships or any kind of spending money in some way. You can just walk, and walking is great.
But there's one thing that I would like to tell women over 40 or getting close to 40, that cardio, it's not going to help. You don't need hours and hours of cardio on treadmill. That is not going to, even if you have time and you're getting hours and hours on a treadmill, it's not going to help you, because over 40 you don't need that. You need weight training, you need muscles, because after 40 what happens is you start losing muscle. If you just do cardio and run outside, you're just losing muscle, you're not losing the weight, and the skin is going to hang, you're going to feel tired, you're going to feel old, you don't find the strength in yourself anymore. You need weights. And the weight training doesn't have to be even 10 minutes a day. Like you said, swimming 10 minutes a day, 10 minutes of weight, grab a 5-pound dumbbell, just do weights, some weights, strength training, that is going to help for women who are 35 and 40 plus, even men. I train women and men too. And I've seen men, usually women are stronger than men, let me tell you, because grown men, I've seen grown men cry during workout. Yeah. But
I remember, honestly, one time one of my trainers made me cry. And then I never went to trainers because she was like, just keep going. I'm like, I can't. And I think I was younger at that. I'm talking about 15 years ago or something. So, she probably thought that I was fitter than, what I thought I was. But she's like, keep going. I'm like, I don't like trainers. They make you work too hard. And I was on my first day, and now everything is hurting.
On the first day?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not how it works. No.
So, I mean, it was a different time altogether, but yes. So, thank you so much, Noureen, for being on our show. And like I said, I will be including your contact information, the Facebook information, and, anything we can include here on the description box below. And I just want to say a huge thank you to you also, because you agreed to do this in one go. Yeah. That's a trooper right there. So thank you so much. And if there's something else comes up, we will connect with you. You know that.
Yeah.
We might have you again. Who knows?
Thank you so much for having me. It felt so good to talk about it. I'm a very introvert person, but I don't know, something changed after having Alia. I've been so vocal about everything. It has changed. Motherhood has completely changed me. And I'm so happy about it.
It's just such a happy ending to the story.
It is.
And it's good that we had this great ending, so that we can actually feel that, okay, after all of this hard work, there was light at the end of the tunnel. It worked out, and it's possible. If you keep your mind to it, and if you're persistent, it's possible.
There's always hope. There's always hope. You just have to be, I feel women are strong. Women are so resilient. You have to give yourself the due credit. You do so much. It's hard. Men cannot do that. I mean, even when you compare a man and a woman, like, man doesn't have the hormones that women do. Yeah. Women are much more stronger than men.
Yeah, it's funny because I keep telling my husband whenever he's like, oh, I'm sneezing, oh, I have a throat ache, I'm like, try giving birth.
Yeah, I like it.
And then after birth, try breastfeeding. Try that, just try that. And he's like, you're funny.
Always used to watch reels, and see, I see husbands just sitting there and watching the phone, and the wife is so mad at him because she has a small baby. And I'm like, what? And now that I have a baby, I see my husband on the phone. I'm a ticking bomb. I mean, no, like, just drop that phone. Now I understand. I understand how it feels.
Yeah, absolutely. So, guys, you're not alone. Both of us are here as well. And if you want to find help, go out there and make it happen for yourself. So, with that being said, we're going to conclude this. Bye.